Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 243. I got my coffee in my knitting Jedi mug, pumpkin spice creamer. And today is February 16th, 2024, and it is 8:51 a.m. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today it's all knitting and it's mostly socks. Yep, that's what it is. I kind of had a squirrel moment this week and I just ran with it, so we'll talk about that in a little bit here. I have 3 finished objects and 3 whips. I believe 2 of the finished objects you'd have not even seen as whips on the podcast here. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen them. I will have my show notes right down there with all of the things, all the links to all of the things. Where you can find me, I'm most active on Instagram. I will have patterns, yarns, needles, bags. Excuse me, light. I'm trying to podcast. Do I need to pause and fix that? All right. You gonna chill? Let's chill, okay? Anyway, I'll have all the links to all the things. I'm most active on Instagram. I will also have my email down there. My Ravelry group will have... over in my Ravelry group, I have my 2-year knit-alongs. Knit all the scraps and knit all the MKALs. That is the Stephen West MKALs. I feel like I probably should cast on another one. I don't know. I am like, right now I'm in limbo. I have no idea what to cast on next. Do I cast on another chicken? Henrietta is back. Can't believe I forgot her. So, my co-host is back. Henrietta, the emotional support chicken. I don't know if I should make another chicken, a gnome, a shawl. I don't know yet. I have no idea what I want to do. So, I'm just focusing on socks because I can't decide. Yeah, I'll have reading and watching also down there. And we're going to open a mystery skein today because I have 2 sock whips. One of them's like, if I had like maybe a couple more hours, I probably would have finished it. And then I have 1 more sock whip. So I need some motivation because spoiler alert, I did not finish my Yarnable socks for February. I worked on them on Saturday and then I put them away and I did not touch them the rest of the week. But I have made progress, so I'm going to show them. So yeah, that's the plan. Finish my sock whips and we're gonna do a mystery skein. So I figured I might as well open it today because I might cast them on sometime this week. Okay, I think that's my spiel. I think that's it. So I guess we'll get started. So let's see, the first whip, our first finished object. Now I have 3 pairs of socks, but only 4 blockers. So we're gonna just mix it up here a little bit instead of having to rearrange things. So some will not have a pair on the sock blockers, but you've seen these. Oh my word, I love these. I had these finished. I had 1 done last week. This is the side where I changed my my yarns. So there is a jog in some of them. I don't care. I do have both done and they both match. These are Scrappy socks for my friend Amy from Happy Little Yarn. The contrast heel and toes are a Hue Loco that I had in my stash. I think it's the Glow Stick collection from a couple years ago. I just took 3, 1, 2, 3, Yes, I believe 3 self-striping colorways, and I just did a repeat, stopped, picked up to the next skein, did a repeat, stopped, then I decided to do the heel, repeat, stop, and then I started with the first color and finished it. I did not do a full repeat, I don't think. Oh, maybe I did. I lied. I did a full repeat, and then it was time for the toe, so it just worked out. If it didn't, I would have just kept going at that point because less ends to even. But pair number 1, I love these. I used US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. I did 15 rows of 2x2 rib, 64 stitches. And I will have my patterns down below if you missed it. This is Vanilla Socks by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady on Magic Loop. Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop. So pair number 1, I really love these. Oh, these will be birthday gift for Amy. All right, and then I talked about on my last episode saying I wanted to cast on some Scrappy DK socks. I did, I finished them, and then I got on the DK sock train, so. So these are mismatchy. I decided to put these both on blockers because they're not matchy. This is all Freckled Whimsy. I believe these ones are from, she used to have a DK Yarn of the Month club, which was a separate colorway for the Fingering Weight club. She had 2 different clubs, 2 different colorways. I was on it for a long time, and yeah, she recently changed that, so there's only 1 Yarn of the Month, and you just pick which base you want. I really want to get back on that. But I already have so many clips from her, I need to chill. Coffee sip. So these are DK Weight Vanilla Socks. I believe that's what it's called. By the Crazy Sock Lady, of course. I used US 3s, 3.25 millimeter for my DK socks, 48 stitches, and 10 rows of 2x2 rib. And here is the side where I changed my colors. So there is a jog. I don't care. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. Not worried about it. So with these, I just used up a ball. A lot of them I just had small, a few grams. Some were larger. The larger ones I did the gusset. Now I know you can change your color. In between the gusset is just, you know, another thing I gotta mess with. So I tried to pick out, when it was gusset time, to pick out the scraps that were larger. This color right here, I want more of this. I think it's like Grab Your Sunglasses or something. I think from this white. There's still, I didn't use all the colors in this one, but oh, I love this colorway. I want more of it. So those are my DK socks, my Scrappy socks. So I cast those on and finished them. I don't remember when I finished them. I think I started on Sunday. Probably, these DK socks are fast for me. I think I could finish 1 sock in a day if I just work on that. Love it. So here they are. These are me, for me. These are me. They are me, but those are for me. We're gonna pause. I forgot to tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Penguono by Stephen West. Green. It is like, I woke up and it was 22 degrees this morning. Winter's back. Boo. Okay, my last finish object. This has a little story. So I was thinking about, I have the Freckled Whimsy Christmassy Yarn Club, and I bought it because I wanted to save the Christmas yarn and use it for November and December. And there's a couple people, Kay and Stacy. They also have this club, and they've been knitting it as they get it, and I was getting FOMO. And then as I was thinking about it, If I save, I was planning on getting it for the whole year, unless something changes. I would have 10 skeins by October. And 10 skeins, now DK socks are fast for me, but I think I would get overwhelmed. And we're trying not to do that this year because last year was a little bit rough with my Advent knitting and all that. So then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to knit them. Maybe later on I will save a few, like maybe, I don't know, September, October. I don't know. I probably won't. I'll probably just knit them. Let's be real. They're DK. They're fast. I can knit them in like 2 days. I will save Novembers and Decembers and knit them during those months. So there's 2 Christmas socks. I will probably be getting the West Yorkshire Spinners holiday colorway. So there's 3. And I thought there was one more. My Advent socks. I'll be getting Advent socks. So that's 4 socks. It's probably enough. If not, as I knit all of these socks, these Christmassy socks throughout the year, I will be doing Scrappy DK weight socks, and that would bring me joy. So as of right now, I'm just going to go ahead and knit them as I get them. And yeah, we'll talk about in the whip section what I did for January's. But oh, this colorway is so good. If you have not signed up for the Freckled Whimsy Christmassy Club, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you don't want to do Christmassy, she has Yarn of the Months, which are always good. She also has a Harry Potter one, Harry Potter Club, and I believe she has a Wednesday club from that TV show Wednesday. Get her clubs. They're beautiful. I love them. Oh, look at these. They match. Perfectly match. Matchy-matchy. When I did my toe, or I was knitting along, it's not a hole. I still have not perfected the hole in the corners. I tried to stitch them up and it just looks worse. So I don't know. I'm just, whatever. These are for me. So I was getting to the toe. This is where I ended, which is the same color as the contrast stripe. And I'm like, I don't like an extra long color in the toe kind of bothers me a little. So I just said, we're just gonna do the stripes. I had enough. So yeah, this was February's club. I did show this. I'm assuming by now everybody has gotten it. So hopefully it's not a spoiler. And this comes out on Monday, so. Oh, it's beautiful. I really love these. These went so fast. I don't remember when I finished them, but pretty sure I had these done in like 2 days. So the needle sizes are the same. US 3s, 48 stitches. I have nothing else to say about this, but go sign up for one of her clubs. You won't regret it. I love her stuff. Oh, so good. She has, I believe, I don't know if you can pick a mini or no mini, but you can pick whatever race you want. DK, fingering weight. I kind of want this on fingering weight too. That's the bad thing with you have one base and then you see the opposite base you have and you're like, oh, I should have got fingering. But I don't have a lot of Christmassy DK weight socks, so that's why I did DK. And you can switch, like if you want to sign up for the whole year and like in between you're like, wait, I think I want DK or I want fingering. You can go in your settings and switch it. Just make sure you do it before the 1st, which is when the payment is taken out of your, if you do the auto pay, I do the auto pay, so then you can, you get a little bit of a discount if you do the auto pay. But yeah, if you do the auto pay, you can switch your base. Just make sure you do it before the 1st of each month. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I kind of like the idea of having like all DK and just having a bunch of scraps. I can show you scraps. What do I have right now? So here's what I got from my December and January, right? No, February. I'm doing January's right now. Spoiler. So yeah, I'm gonna put all my scraps in this bag. And then when it comes to be Christmas time, I'm gonna have a party, a Scrappy party. Cause that sounds like a good idea, right? All right, get back in there. All right, that is all of my finished objects. Oh, my foot really fell asleep. It's tingly. And I don't want to hear anything about stop sitting on the floor and complaining about your feet falling asleep. I know. But if I don't sit on the floor, you can't see my beautiful yarn. It's okay. All right, finished objects. Check. Whips. So after talking about all that Christmassy yarn, I decided, you know what, we're gonna catch up and we're gonna do January's. This is Stitching Plaza. Yes, I'm using Christmas bag in February. I kind of like the idea of like having a Christmas bag. I have many Christmas bags. Maybe switch it up, and you know, May Christmas bag, August Christmas bag. Oh, and this one I have a half finished object, so we can. This one I will switch this sock blocker out because you have to see this. I saw Stacy knit this and Kay and a couple other people, and I'm like, oh, I want to knit that so bad. So I'm like, I'm doing it. Look at this colorway. I mean, come on. It's like fall and Christmas together. You know, some days I look at it and I see fall, and then some days I look at it and I'm like, that's Christmas. Oh, it's beautiful. So here is the tag, Freckled Whimsy. And this is Cozy Christmas Cuddles. Love it. So this was the January colorway. I especially love like surprise yarn clubs because I love all colors. There's not a color that I don't love. I mean, there's some I love more than others. Like I love green more than pink, but I don't have a problem with pink. But go to her website, check out all of her colorways and her shop, and you'll get a feel for her vibe, and she's my vibe. I love it. So here we go. I did end the toe, like it was in the middle of the green stripe, and I was ready for my toe, and I said, nope, we're just gonna do striping. I kind of like stripy toe. It's okay. So I did use the contrast color for the heel. It looks really close to that color, but it's not, and I didn't want to go ahead and do another stripe for fear of playing yarn chicken, because I did divide the skein in half, and this is how much I had left of the first ball. And here's what I got left of the mini. I need to move my head so you guys can see Henrietta. I keep getting in her line of vision. So here is the second sock. I am ready for my heel flap and heel turn. These will match. Love it. So I will be focused on these today and hopefully finishing them. Yeah. DK weight socks are so fast. If you've never knit socks before, I would highly suggest DK socks first because they're thicker, they're faster, and less stitches on the needle. If you're curious about my markers, I will leave a link down below. I like to do one sock and then take them off this one and put them on this one for extra motivation to like finish them. Yeah, so I got like 50 some rows left, and the heel flap and heel turn and all that. Yeah, these are Chiaogoo needles. Those are my needle preference of choice. I love them. have fixed ones. I have interchangeable sets. They're the best. I love them. And did I say 32-inch cord? 32-inch cord. Magic loop. Cuff down all the way. I think that's all I have to say about that. Put that back in the bag. Oh, I love this colorway so much. I'm so happy I decided just to say, you know what? Just knit them. So now the plans are to knit my Christmas club and my Yarnable during the month. Obviously, I can knit more socks than just those two, but I would like to prioritize those. All right, and this is Mountain State Stitches. Love this bag, one of my faves. Oh, I worked on this on Saturday and I set it down and oh my, I'm just getting it out now. I forgot that I did a whole leg. I did a whole leg on Saturday. I'm not gonna do spoilers because you probably all have it already. Look at this. Now I can tell you what I think it looks like. I think I told you last week. It reminds me of something, but I'm not gonna say anything because people haven't seen it yet. But this reminds me, do you guys remember the unicorn, is it Frappuccino or something from Starbucks? Do you remember that unicorn fancy drink that they had? That's what this one reminds me of. And it's look at that pooling. Oh my Lord, I love it. So I am ready for the heel on this one. Second one is cast on. I think I showed a cuff last time. I kicked up the skein and divided it in half so I could do that. I don't know why I do that because I always finish one sock first. But I mean, I had this one started, so I don't. So these are fingering weight. So these are US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib, and I used the Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by Kate the Crazy Sock. I think I said that. I'm repeating myself, sorry. All my patterns and needles are down below. So this is what I got. I love it. Now I'm kind of motivated to finish these. So I'm hoping by opening the mystery skein here in a little bit that I will start. It's not that I didn't enjoy these, I just got sidetracked. I got sucked into the DK socks. Well, then I looked at my blanket here and I'm like, I kind of want to work on this today too. We'll see. All right, this is my Coziest Memories blanket by Kemper Ray. I started a new row. I did 3 squares on Sunday. I was tempted to work on this during the week, but I was like, I want to work on socks. I want to work on socks. But now I'm kind of like, I kind of need a break from socks. So we'll see if I do more squares this week. I'm doing this DK weight. I'm holding fingering weight double. I'm using a US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter, doing 20 stitches by 20 stitches. I have my Ravelry project page listed down below for this. I have instructions on how I do the ends of the row. So I get these V's. You can't see that. So you can get the V's. So it's really, really easy to pick up the stitches. So I will have how I did that. I have 12 squares. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, 12 squares wide. I'm not sure how long I'm going. Who knows? I'm just gonna keep going. I really love this. Oh, I want to work on this too. Nothing like getting all your projects out and just showing them on the camera that makes you go, ooh, yes. And this is going to be heavy, and it's so squishy. Oh, can't wait. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say about this. I believe all of these are, no, these two are Rowa minis. This one is from one of my Harry Potter advents from Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarns. I am a Ravenclaw. I'm tempted to get, for like the last one, to get Slytherin because I'm not a Slytherin, but I like green, so I don't know. Maybe I will do that. I haven't decided. I don't remember what year that was from, but I caked it up and I used it in my Marled Magic shawl, so I had a little bit extra. And also the plan with this is just to use speckly tonal yarns, no self-striping. So that's the plan with this blanket. And my fingering weight one is probably going to be mostly self-striping because I like self-striping socks. And I'm going to be using it yarn from projects that I've used. I'm not going to use row one or scraps that I have in my pile. Those are going to be specifically from patterns and socks and whatever that I use from. Does that make sense? Why do I have a hard time saying that? You all know what I'm talking about. Probably going to be starting that one on my birthday. That's the plan. We'll see. Because I have to have a birthday cast on. And I thought it'd be funny to have, or not funny. I thought it would be cool to have a birthday blanket. Kind of like I did with my daughters, where I started hers on her birthday and I finished it on her birthday the following year. I'm not going to go crazy like that with this one. This one might be a long-term project. So maybe I'll start it on my birthday this year and finish it like 4 years later on my birthday. Okay, that is all of my finished objects and my whips. Okay. Do we open up Mystery Skein? Let's do reading and watching real quick because I might forget. We'll mix it up a little bit here. So reading, oh my. I was on a reading rampage this week. A lot of reading, or listening to audiobooks and knitting DK socks. That's what happened this week. I finished A Court of Wings and Ruin, which is book 3 in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Finished that. Loved it. I'm not going to give any spoilers because I know some people haven't read it yet. And I finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. That is book 3.5 in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. So I have one more book left. I downloaded it. I started it. That one is called A Court of Silver Flames. The Fantasy Fangirl podcast starts their deep dive episodes of that series. I think the 26th. Is their first episode? So I have like a week, which I feel like I can do it. If not, if I don't finish it right on Monday, I will finish it at some point during the week. I'm still a couple episodes behind from their Iron Flame, the Iron Flame book. Kind of did that on purpose so that I'd have some back episodes in case I was behind. Because I'm going to miss watching them if I haven't finished the series yet. They cover the whole series, so if you've not read the whole series, don't watch any of those episodes until you finish the series, okay? Yeah, which I mean, that's a bummer that they do that, but I understand why they do, because they want to talk about all of it. So, if you haven't read them yet, don't watch those yet. If you've already read them and you want to, read along with them, I've done that before. That was fun. I did that with Iron Flame. I reread that. They list out all the chapters that they're going to have, that they're going to do per week. And yeah, it was like a little homework assignment, but it was fun homework. I'm not doing that with these ones because I just read them. If I you know, read them a long time ago, and I, you know, wish I did, but I don't remember any of it. So, yeah, I'm not going to go back and reread it with them because I just finished them recently. So that's the plan. And I'm still reading Mort by Terry Pratchett on my Kindle. It's okay. I like it. I don't like that there's no chapters. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time with the no chapters. There are breaks in between, but I like to know how much further it is to a break. Because I read before I go to bed. I like to read a chapter and go to sleep. And on my Kindle it says, you have 2 hours and 36 minutes left in the chapter. And I'm like, I don't like that. It kind of bugs me a little. But anyway, I like the story. It's pretty good. All right, that's it for reading. Watching. We had some issues with Netflix this week. I was not happy about it, but it's all fixed now. I don't know what was happening. It kept buffering like every 5 minutes. I mean, we have really, really good internet. The internet was fine. Other things were working. I don't know what it was, but it's fine now. I don't know. So we would have finished 6 Feet Under season 4, but there was a few days where I'm like, I can't do this. This is annoying. So I think we have 1 episode left or 2. So I'm just going to probably say it's we finished it. I might remember to talk about it next week. I might not, but. And Doctor Who, I am on the 4th Doctor. Yay! I finished season 12 and I'm watching season 13. And I'm watching Doctor Who on Tubi, Tubi. And 6 Feet Under and the movie I'm going to say that we watched is on Netflix. And that movie is called Dumb Money 2023. That was about the GameStop stock. It kind of stressed me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The stock market it's a scary, scary place. Nothing like seeing how much money you have and trying to decide to sell or not, and then you don't, and then you lose all that money, and just my stomach just instantly hurt for like this, you know, that actually happened to people. Ugh. But it was pretty good, other than the like, oh, what are you doing? Stop, you need to sell. Yes, that's it for reading and watching. And I forgot, I should have said like at the top of the episode here, because I've been talking about it for like the past at least 2 weeks, and earlier than that. I have managed, I dodged the jury duty bullet. I don't know how in the world that happened. It has happened once before that I've been called, and then you have to call each day, and I was never picked. But since they do things a little bit differently, part of me is like, did I mess up? I know I checked every day. It didn't tell me anything. You know, I was like, did I mess up? Was I supposed to go? I'm not gonna worry about it. It's fine. I checked every day. I checked the website. I checked at the specific times that I was supposed to. If their website was down, it didn't tell me, then that's their problem, I guess. So I'm hoping, like, by not being picked, that I don't get, like, put back on the list for, like, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now. I don't know. I probably am, because they like to pick me. We're not going to talk about it anymore, but thank you all for crossing your fingers for me, and I don't know if that helped or not, but I'm going to say it did. I had all of my yarny friends crossing their fingers for me, sending out the good vibes. I'm so proud of myself that I did not, like, stress buy all the things. I was very, very good. I mean, I bought my normal clubs like I said I was gonna, but I didn't buy anything extra. So I think today I'm going to treat myself to something large. I've gotten these before and I'm hesitant to add it to my stash. I mean, I could add it to my stash, but I'm not adding it into my yarny budget. This is where I'm conflicted. If I'm not going to add it to my yarn budget, my yarn spending, do I put it in my grams? I'm counting this as a gift from my husband. He doesn't know it, but it's from him. It's a Valentine's Day present, right? I'm already bending my own rules. It doesn't matter, it's fine, whatever. Yarn Cafe Creations has a My Little Pony advent for July. I've gotten a couple years now and I absolutely love it. And I think I'm gonna get it. Yeah. I calculated the grams. If I do add them in my grams in my stash, it's pretty much 1 Henrietta. So it's fine. I've knit 2 of these. I'm fine with my grams. Yeah. So what do you think I should do? If I'm not going to add it to my yarn budget, my yarn like monthly budget, do I add my grams with my monthly budget? I know you're all saying yes, you need to because you're physically buying it. I don't know. So now we are into life stuff, I guess. But first, I just want to talk about that in case I forgot. No yarn or no jury duty. Thank you. Please don't call me for another 20 years. Please. I mean, this was my 7th time being called. My husband's been called once. All right, you need to pick on him for like 6 more times, 5 more times. Call him, like me, 5 more times. And then I will go back, okay? That's what I want. Leave me alone. Stop it. And I might, like, I know this is probably bad, but I might tell a lie next time and say, we only have 1 vehicle and my husband needs to take it to work. So I can't come. I don't have a vehicle. My husband needs to work. Kind of tempted to say that next time because this is ridiculous. Okay, I got my cup. Crazy sock lady. I got skeins over there that are labeled. I got papers with numbers on them. I'm going to draw. I'm going to pick one and we're going to open it. That one. All right, and the number is 12. 12. I think I know what 12 is. It's kind of funny because it seems like when I draw these, I always draw like the same dyers all in a row. And I think this is a mini skein. I think this is Cozy Knitter. I think this is a Cozy Knitter one, which I had last time. So much for random. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I know there was a Cozy Knitter one that I think this is my last Cozy Knitter. Now that I think about it. Sorry for crinkling. Try to do this fast. Oh, it's not the Cozy Knitter. Oh. You ready? Oh, yes. I thought this was the Cozy Knitter. I was squishing it. I'm like, I think I feel a mini skein. Totally made a liar out of myself. Oh man, I'm excited. Kirby Werby. I think this is my only... I have knit with her yarn before. Yeah, I think this is the last skein. I had her advent. Her, was it Christmas Vacation advent? No, it wasn't the Christmas. It was the Schitt's Creek one. So this is... Oh, there's a potty word in it. Well, I just kind of said a potty word. Hells to the yes. I ordered this a long, long time ago. Oh, look at these colors. Oh, I'm excited now. Yes. And this is 75.25. Yep, superwash merino nylon 4-ply, 440 yards per 100 grams. I remember seeing this when I bought it. I don't even know how many colorways this is, or how many color stripes. All right, I'm glad I opened one. I'm excited now. These will probably be cast on. Finished? Probably not. Cast on? Definitely. All right. Did I stick the 12 back in the cup? Where is my 12 tag? It's not in my coffee. Maybe I stuck it back in here. Anyway, so life stuff. It's going a lot better now that jury duty is done. I have my dreaded appointment, my dreaded female appointment at the end of the month. Not looking forward to that, but I never do. I'm opening all the tags because I don't know where 12 went. I like to not put it back in there. There it is. I did put it back. Okay. So I have 6 more skeins left. I'll have to figure out how to put my cup back. There we go. So with that, I just wrapped up, like in August, I just wrapped up 6 skeins or not 6. I wrapped up 12 skeins, and my plan was to do 1 every month, but I got behind, but it's fine. And since I wasn't sure what to cast on, you know, a gnome, a chicken, a shawl, I couldn't even figure out what sock to cast on next, so I decided, well, let's do a mystery skein. Oh, I'm so glad. I do have a cozy knitter one in there. I know I do. I can picture it. The other ones, I'm not so sure. At this point, I think I forgot. But I do remember wrapping this after I opened it. Yeah, life stuff. I think that's it. Oh, we're a little short today, 42 minutes. Told you about the weather. Oh, I didn't tell you, we got snow. Hooray for snow. Boo. Yeah, we got like a couple inches. It was like Wednesday. Today's Friday. It was Thursday morning. It snowed pretty good for a couple hours and then it stopped. And then it was done. We were supposed to get like freezing rain, like overnight, and then change into snow, but didn't get the rain, the freezing rain. It just decided to snow instead. So the school was not canceled or closed. I don't really have anything else. I escaped jury duty by the skin of my teeth. Dodged a bullet. I don't know how that happened. Whew. So I know if I get called again, I'm probably gonna have to go. 100%. But I'm gonna try not to think about that. I'm gonna put that behind me. We're just gonna move on. Knitting goals for this week. Finish my DK socks. That will happen today. Finish my yarnable. I could probably finish my yarnable. Cast on these. Yes. I'm excited. I cannot cast these on until I finish my yarnable. This is my motivation. Yeah, I really don't have anything else. I'm not sure. Now that the past 2 weeks have been kind of stressful, so I've just been like focusing on socks because it's like mindless knitting for me. Now that I have a little more brain space, I can cast on something else, like a gnome or a chicken. Though the chicken's not very complicated. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my youngest, this also happened today, which is also kind of, I knew it was coming, but kind of like bad timing. My youngest had an orthodontist appointment this week, and she will be getting braces. Bye-bye money, that's all I'm saying. You know that little emoji with the money with the wings? Yeah, that's me. We have money for it. We're fine. It's just one of those annoying expenses, but we have money saved up for it. My oldest got her braces on in the summer. So yeah, I don't know why they like waited. Did they wait on purpose 6 months to say, oh yeah, okay, it's her turn now. You've paid for the other ones. They did give us a discount, but it's like, it's not even, I think it was like $100, $200 maybe. And I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. That really helps. I mean, because we have Chloe goes to the same place. Chloe is my oldest daughter, so we get like a discount because we have two patients go to the same place. I just thought that was funny. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, I guess. So she has to have some kind of contraption in her mouth to rearrange her teeth or jaws before the brace is put on. Poor kid. She's gonna get some brackets on the 2 on the top each side, 1 on the bottom. She's gonna have like this retainer on the bottom, and she has to have rubber bands from her top jaw to the retainer. We'll see how this goes. That's gonna be fun. They say to have this on for, she's gonna like maybe a couple months, and this will lessen the time of her having to have the braces on. I don't know. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not excited about that. I guess she can take it. She could take this out to eat, but during school, how in the world is she going to be able to do that? Something bad's going to happen. This is not going to go well. I'm glad that my kids are very like on top of it. Natalie's not so much as Chloe is. Chloe is like rule follower. Boop, 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 boop. Natalie's more like go with the flow. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully she doesn't lose it. Oh. So I'm not looking forward to that. That's another reason why I am treating myself to a Yarny advent calendar for July. So that's my life stuff update. Look, now we're almost at 50 minutes where I usually am. I knew there was something I forgot to talk about. So I hope we will end it here. I will end it here. I gotta clean up my mess. I gotta finish some laundry, and I gotta finish my socks so I can cast on these. Yes, I'm showing it again. I hope you got a lot of knitting done on your projects. I hope you're all doing well. I am starting to feel a little better. It's like, oh, I feel like the elephant is like off my chest. Whew. It's been a rough couple of weeks, so I feel like now I can breathe. And if you like this episode, comment, like, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.